Hi! Welcome to day 21 of our Free of Cat review. And actually, ito na yung last day ng Free of Cat review series. Yes, you heard that right. Hanggang day 21 lang tayo. So guys, I'm so grateful sa lahat ng mga sumaybay up until day 21 and I am so proud of you. The dedication you put, yung effort mo sa pag-aaral, with all that, I'm sure napapasa kang UPCAT. And I'm very, very hopeful na makikita ko kayo around campus soon. Sana UPLB piliin nyo, no? So yun guys, sobrang proud ako sa inyo and kung nandito ka pa rin until day 21, DM mo ako, I'm going to give you a free copy of my reviewers. Kasi super proud ako sa iyo. Super congrats and I'm very grateful sa lahat ng sumabaybay sa series na to kasi I started this series with just hopes and dreams, pero welcome to the 11.6k followers natin. So I'm very thankful to all of you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so start na tayo. So, the science portion natin is physics. Specifically, fluid mechanics and optics. So, una sa lahat, ano bang fluid? A fluid is any substance that can flow, meaning its particles can move around one another. This includes both liquids and gases. So yun guys, classified as gas then, classified as fluid then ang gas and not just liquids. Kasi, yun nga, its particles can move around one another, di ba? So, ayun. Common misconception yon, hindi lang liquids ang classified as gases, okay? Hindi lang liquids ang classified as fluids, okay? Gases din. So, ano naman ang pressure? Pressure, guys, is a force per unit area. And the pressure within a liquid increases with depth. Ibig sabihin, kada nalalim, tumataas ang pressure. Kaya nga, narinig mo na, taas na ng pressure, hindi na to kaya ng human body, di ba? Narinig natin yun sa movies, ganun. Well, it's because tumataas ang pressure with depth because biniburn nung nasa ilalim yung lahat ng fluid na nasa taas nun. So, kaya mas mataas yung pressure niya, di ba? So, ang Pascal's principle naman, it states that pressure applied to an enclosed fluid is transmitted equally throughout that fluid, which is basically the basic principle behind hydraulic systems, kung familiar kayo dun. And then, Archimedes' principle naman states that an object submerged throughout in a fluid experiences an upward buoyant force equal to the weight of the fluid it displaces. Basically guys, sobrang important ng buoyancy concept because ayan yung reason kung bakit may mga barko na kahit ang bibigat, hindi pa rin sila lumulubog, di ba? Or kung bakit kaya yung piso, kapag itapon mo, lulubog. It's because of buoyancy. It's because it displaces far less water relative to its own weight, okay? For flowing fluids naman, meron tayong continuity equation, which is this one. And it explains why fluid speeds up when squeezed through a narrower opening. Naiyak ako, tapos na tayo, no? And Bernoulli's principle naman, it describes how a fluid's pressure, speed, and height are all related along a flow. Daming principle, di ba? Okay. Ito pala yung feeling. Like, pag natatapos, mag-teacher na lang kaya ako. I'm moved. I'm very moved right now. Kahit siguro, may mga konti na nanonood, I'm very moved na may nanonood pa rin. So, waves naman. A wave, guys, is a traveling disturbance that carries energy from one place to another without the medium itself traveling along with it, okay? So yun nga, wave is a traveling disturbance, okay? So, meron naman tayong tinatawag na mechanical waves and they need a medium. By medium, that means either a solid, liquid, or gas para makapag-travel sila. And they actually come in two types, which are longitudinal waves and transverse waves. Ano ba pinagkaiba nila? Ang transverse waves, guys, yung disturbance, it moves perpendicular to the wave's direction of travel. Like, halimbawa, pag-travel sa string, wave sa string, or light. Ang longitudinal waves naman, it is where the disturbance moves parallel to the direction of travel. Parallel naman, okay? Like sound. Ayun, so a wave has multiple parts. So, or it is described by different things, which are amplitude, wavelength, frequency, and speed. Okay, so ano nga ba ang amplitude? Ang amplitude is the size of the disturbance related to the wave's energy. Ang wavelength naman is the distance of one full cycle, like yung ganon. Frequency naman is the cycles per second and ang unit nito is hertz. Tapos, ang speed naman guys, it is related by this formula right here which is speed equals wavelength times frequency. Tapos guys, ang sound, it is a longitudinal wave nga. And it requires a medium kaya wala kang maririnig na sound sa space because space is vacuum. Okay? Unlike light. Okay, so ayan yung key concepts dyan and the analogies. Mas syempre may worked examples din para sa inyo para makapag-exercise kayo, di ba? So, thank you so much talaga sa mga nanonood. Yung ako. So, optics naman tayo, which is the last na. Optics, the reflection, refraction, and lenses. So ano nga ba ang light? Well, alam naman natin na meron tayong duality of light na tinatawag. So, duality of the behavior of light because light behaves as both a wave and a particle. But for optics, of course, its wave behavior matters most. Kasi ang light, they reflect off a surface, bouncing back in a predictable way where the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. Nag-refract ang light or it bends when it passes from one medium into another of different density. So guys, actually, light travels more slowly through water than through air. Kaya nga, kapag maglalagay ka ng pencil sa glass, di ba mukhang bent yung pencil? It's because they have different densities. Okay? So, this same bending applied to a full spectrum of light passing through a prism splits white light into the visible color spectrum. Siguro nakapag-experiment na kayo nito. Pag may prism kayo, pasukan mo ng white light, madi-divide yung white light na yon into 7. 7 colors, which is yung also colors of the rainbow, which is Roy G. Biv, diba? It is a range from lowest to highest frequency. Ibig sabihin, red has the lowest frequency, but longest wavelength, wave has the shortest frequency and longest wavelength, while violet naman has the highest frequency but shortest wavelength. Curved reflective and refractive surfaces control light more precisely. A convex mirror always produces an upright smaller image. Ito, take note of this. A convex mirror always produces an upright smaller image, while a concave mirror image depends on where the object sits relative to the mirror's focal point. That is a very important concept pagdating sa optics. Convex lenses are thickest at the center and bend light inward toward the focal point, okay? While concave lenses naman are thinnest at the center and spread light outward. Okay, so ibig sabihin ang convex pag ganito, kumbaga pag ganyan, ang concave naman is kumbaga pag ganyan. Thinnest at the center, okay? So yan, may key concepts dyan and analogies as well as work examples. Practice questions din para sa inyo, of course, para nakapag-exercise din kayo. And guys, so that's the last video na sa series na to. I'm so very thankful para sa mga lahat na sumuporta to our 11.6k followers. Like, I started this TikTok page with just hopes and dreams, and those hopes and dreams have now been accomplished. I'm so very, very, very grateful to all of you. And sa lahat ng sumuporta, sana makapasa kayo sa UPCAT. I hope good things come to you. Sana lahat ay makapasa, and of course sana lahat kayo magkaroon ng blessings pa sa buhay because you blessed mine. You guys are the blessings. Thank you so much for everyone, and I couldn't express my gratitude enough in this video. So ipapakita ko siya through our free UPCAT reviews sa live natin, and make sure to always join, guys. And I love you so much, guys. Thank you. Peace out. See you next year. Bye-bye.